Hello and good evening everybody. Welcome to my Wednesday night stream where I'm going to check in on the usual enchanting bits and pieces, and we're going to see what kind of money we can make and what we can do about our chaos crystal situation, and see if we can further on a few other things like cooking, Wintervale, and see where it takes us over the next hour or so. So, first things first, the usual mailbox opening. Let's just pop on the frame rate so I can see that. Right, okay, so I did check this morning and I reset a few enchants. We've got a few expires, but there seems to be quite a there's what, 61,000 in the mail. Wonder what that's going to be. Let's have a look. And expires. Let's clear those. Have we got room in our bags? Should have enough. Right, sales. Another tuxedo shirt has sold. White chow, white linen shirt. And then we've got those interesting ones. Super resilience. Haven't sold those in a while, I don't think. Salad, the Hungry Magister. Binding of Haste, Mark of the Claw. Now a couple of these, the rings had been reset rather helpfully, which allowed for my increased price of Chaos Crystals, so Haste and Critical Strike are now a decent profit. Oh, we actually sold a Delicacy Platter as well. That's pretty cool. Thank you for the follows, casual mode, and oh, eye drop pencil. Rip the 265 token prices. Oh, I haven't looked. Let's just bring up token prices. Hold on. WoW token prices we want, don't we? EU. Oh, it's popped up, hasn't it? 271. Oh, that's quite a big spike. What's caused that? I wonder. What's happened recently that would have caused that to spike? I mean, it's not too bad looking at it now. But it does seem to have spiked, doesn't it? Christmas sale. Ah, okay, 294. Wow, that... Okay, that's even higher than this graph shows. Okay, yes. Rip token prices indeed. Oh, I'm so glad I bought those 5 I did when I did. I'm still going to have to buy some more. You know what they say, the best time to buy token prices is yesterday. Ah. Now, it'll be interesting to see what happens with that now, over the next sort of few months at least, with the expansion and everything. Interesting times. Okay, well, I'm going to pick up my 61,000 mail. Try this one, token info. Okay, that gives some... let's drop that over so we can see it on the stream. Yeah, that's a bit more accurate, isn't it? Look at that little rise there. And then the NA realms have done the same. Chinese realms stayed the same, but they're really high, aren't they? And the Taiwanese. Interesting, Korean ones took a dip there. Interesting how it's all different. But yeah. What's NA at the moment? 187. 294. Well, I guess it was going to be inevitable, wasn't it? What did it like over 3 months? 1 month even. But it did go up to 292. Or 305 was the highest point there a month ago. To be honest, I'm surprised it stayed as low as it did. I thought it would peak quite a bit with the announcement 3 hours ago. Wow. It's just like stocks and shares, isn't it? How the token prices can just change like that. Wow. So, I guess just a question of making more gold is the next thing. That's the way forward. Because we always knew they were going to go higher. And that's what. Thanks for stopping by. Your fate is my bullet. Thank you. The Destiny release and BlizzCon brought it over 400k. Then it dropped. Christmas sale. So what's actually on the Christmas sale? I guess it's all products, isn't it? Christmas sale. Save up to 65% on our winter sale. Okay. Almost everything. Yeah, it looks like it. Save up to 65% on Blizzard games in our winter sale. Okay. Well, let's guess no services. So no faction transfers or boosts or things like that. Okay. Well, that's going to be one to keep an eye on. See if there's anything actually worth buying. Right. Okay. I'm going to do a cancel scan of everything, I think, tonight, just to see what we can get rid of. What's been undercut rather, and what we can put back on. 148 pages, this might take a while. So basically it just goes to show, buy tokens as and when you need them, as often as you can. I mean, I took a risk by saving hold of my money and bought 5 in one go the other day. That was a risk, and obviously I didn't get caught out by the Christmas sale on this one. I had expected to get caught out by the by BlizzCon and the expansion announcement, but then I'd kind of already budgeted 300,000 per token anyway. So, hey Admiral Kikis, thanks for stopping by. How are you this fine evening? We're just discussing the token prices going up. We've taken a big jump in the last 3 hours now that Blizzard have announced their sale. And Drop Pencil showed me on the token prices, and they've just gone up. You buy one every time you still have 200 capital left after you bought one. That's a pretty good strategy, Drop Pencil. I think I'm going to start doing the same myself. Now that I don't have, now that I've got 6 months in order to get all my tokens, I want to get enough battle balance so that when they announce the expansion, I could maybe buy it with that, and then also get myself another 6 months to a year's game time on top of that. So yeah, that's a really good idea. Just keep it ticking over. How's our scanning doing? Few undercuts. Few going higher. These are likely to be boosted by my own things, I think. I need to double check those prices. Everything else, the normal things I'd expect to have undercut. They've been on for like 48 hours, so they're likely to need a reshuffle. The balance doesn't lose value really, like the gold does. Yes, exactly. Hey Grace, thanks for stopping by. Sitting at the gas station, filling the car. Fun to have Twitch running in the car. Good evening. Wow. Wonders of modern technology, eh? Oh, we've got Calicos chatting away in the background on my chat now. I guess that means the is that the blue dragonflight's about to pop along. Only been playing for 2 weeks. Wow. Welcome to World of Warcraft. Your fate is my bullet. What's the best way to farm gold for a noob? Yep. I think farming materials is the best start. As Drop Pencil said, it's quite easy to pick up and it gets you started. Other questions I would ask are, have you get to 110 is your first priority over gold, and then try and get flying as your second priority, and then you'll find getting the gold, you'll have way more options once you've gotten those two things done. But there's nothing to stop you, farming herbs and all whilst you're leveling up. Took your Don to work, gonna be home soon. Is that another misspell, Grace? Don? Or is that meant to be son? Or dog? One of the two. Dog or son. Right, all those are cancelled. Let's go pick all these up and pop them back on. I'm going to do them in bunches of 50, I think. Means I don't have a lot of bag space. Ooh, running a little bit slow tonight. Could be down to the activity. Jogging its way through. Did notice there was another TSM update today. I haven't checked to see what new things have gone in or been fixed. Right, that's one not done. Boost this on. Let's go to this auctioneer. Run post scan. Get these on. I'll be interested to see what Chaos Crystal prices are like. We'll get to that in a minute once I've done all my cancels and reposts. And then we can get into the routine proper, as it were. So has anyone else had any good sales lately? Any interesting flips or markets they've been testing out? There you go. Confirm these. Let's get my enchants on. Might as well try and get some enchant sales going. I had a little play around with my OBS layout now. I've got the chat in the bottom. Let me know if you think it's too obtrusive. I've moved the text up here and made my camera window a little bit bigger as well. Just so I can fit everything in for when I export things to YouTube. Right, okay. Next up. Excellent. Thanks, Drop Pencil. Ooh, it does seem a little bit sluggish. I'm going to put this down to server activity. Here's all my internet. It's not massively sluggish, but there is a noticeable heaviness to my opening of mail, shall we say. Right, so we've got one sold auction coming in for 499. I wonder what that is. But my gold has gone up to 175,000. So we're certainly on the road. So do you think you should change jewel crafting as one of your professions? You have that in mining. There's nothing wrong with jewel crafting per se. What level are you at? I mean, jewel crafting is a great one to have as a profession, and pairing it with mining does mean that you've got one gathering one and one, crafting one as your main ones, and then you can also add cooking in as well, without having to take one of the other ones off. 71 with your character. Okay, you're doing well. That's really good. So I'd say carry on with jewel crafting and mining. Just keep on that route to 110, definitely, and then you'll have plenty of options for making gold. There'll be so much stuff that you pick up along the way whilst you're leveling that you can then turn into things. And mining's one of the simplest things in that you literally, what you collect, you put on the auction house and it sells, I guess technically there is no wrong choice. Your fate is my bullet, because do what's first and foremost. I would say do what's fun for you, and it will always be the right choice, in the sense that there's no point you playing a game that's not fun for you. Yes, leveling jewel crafting whilst leveling could be expensive until you get to the Legion level, in which case things come through. But yeah, that's quite good, is doing mining and herbalism. Then you've got double gathering. Or the other thing you could do is drop jewel crafting for enchanting. I know I'm a big believer in enchanting, but that would at least mean you could disenchant any of the soulbound stuff you get as you level, and then you can sell those materials that you disenchant. That could be another option rather than jewel crafting. And then if you like enchanting, you could stick with it all the way through Legion, because it's definitely a good money maker. With herbalism you get XP too. Yeah, that's a good point. My shield is below vendor sell price. That's not a good thing to have. Let's double check that auction. Basically I'm losing money just by putting it on the auction house. That's why herbalism and mining is best with the first character. Yes. Definitely a solid choice there. Can't fault that for sure. Yeah, I think at this early stages there's not a lot to lose, because you're unlikely to have picked up a whole load of rare recipes in your leveling, and you can change again later. Right, all cancel scans done. Let's have a look at shopping, because I want to just check out chaos crystals first and foremost. Oh, that reminds me, I'm midway through a cooking thing. Chaos crystals 313, and there's not many of them. They've all been scraped off. Okay, how many chaos crystals have I actually got? No problem, your fate is mullet. I hope it goes well. Plenty of fun to be had out there. I've got 7 chaos crystals. That's not going to last me long. What do I need to actually make? Right, this is what I do need. Rhino dogs. I need rhino meat. But let's do enchanting first, and we'll get back to that rhino meat in a minute. Cloaks, necks, rings, add to queue. Oh yes, there's loads we need to make. So we're going to need, how much, if we were to gather this, start gathering. How much chaos crystals do we need? 145. Whew. 145 chaos crystals. And what did we have? 398. There's a stack of 200. That's super expensive. That's the only way I'm going to get close. I mean, there's a few scraps you could get your way up there. But that's way over market value. 398. Would that actually turn a profit at 398? Right, I think we're going to need to have a look at we're going to have a look at my spreadsheet from days of old. Try and work this out. My servers run pretty dry. Yeah, it definitely has, drop pencil. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go and have a look at my old spreadsheet that I used to use for calculating profits. Where is it? Shadow Song trimmed. This is from back in August. Right, okay. So, looking at prices, we need to find the prices of everything first. So let's go on the auction house and we'll switch to the regular one, and let's browse for item enhancements, neck, and do a search, and then I think change it by rarity. So this should give me the prices quite easily in a list. What I'm going to do now is, with my database, go through. So ancient priestess. I'm going to go through and say, right, okay, ancient priestess 5106. I'm just going to manually put in the prices of these. This is what I used to do back when I was working things out. Remember the days when blood's my biggest problem? Absolutely. Right, I'm going to put this over my second monitor whilst I look at the prices. And then I'm going to put all the prices in across. So ancient priestess. Claw is 5723. 5723. And distant army is 6086. 6086. And then the next one is heavy hide at 5338. 5338. You can't see on the right hand side, I'm just putting the figures in on my spreadsheet, but I'll bring it across once I've done this, and then we can see hidden satyr is 5998. 5998. And trained soldier. Trained soldier is 3500. Wow, that's cheap. 3500. Right. Just looking at the necks. Move this back over. So, for example, hey there, solitary man. Finally caught me on live. Just want to say, keep up the great work. I really enjoy watching and listening to your VODs on YouTube whilst I do your thing on WoW. Oh, thank you, solitary man. Oh, and hi, RK, for stopping by. Good evening to you too. So we're just looking, we're going through my old database here. I've just put in all the prices of the neck items, and it's going to go through and do the cloaks now. So let's go over to cloaks and do search, order by rarity. So the first cheapest is 4994 for agility. So 4994. So prices, since the last time I did this, prices do seem to move around a little bit. Intellect's at 4146. 4146. And strength is at 4982. 4982. Okay, then moving up to the rings. Let's have a look at these. Finger, that's what we want. Search. So, critical strikes are at 3000. Critical strikes are at 3000. And haste is at 2792. 2792. No problem. Looking forward to seeing you climb the YouTube and streaming ranks. Oh, thank you, Solitary Man. It's very kind of you. We've been ticking along. I've been really pleased with the progress so far. So fingers crossed it can continue to grow. Right, we did haste, didn't we? So we're on to mastery. And 3159. 3159. This reminds me so much of the beginning days back in like August, September, when I first started learning enchanting, and this is what I used to do to try and work out the prices of things before I really got into TSM and worked out how to use material prices there. I used to do it manually like this, and me and my wife used to sit down and go through all the numbers and the profits and see, okay, well, this is working like this, so well, we're not going to buy any of those because the profit's not long enough, and we'd inch up on the money, and we'd both be sort of like looking at it, and it used to be really good fun working on it together. Versatility 2175. 2175. Okay, so looking at, see now there, my Chaos Crystal price. Nomi Snacks prices have tanked as well, have they? Ah, that's interesting. I guess I might be able to get my cooking done. That's not a bad idea. So my Chaos Crystal price is not 191 anymore. It's long. Those days are long gone. My Chaos Crystal price was what? What did we find it at? 398. So if we're going for 398 Chaos Crystal price and Arcana price, on your server they sell for 400 gold. That's really reasonable. I'll have to check out mine in a minute. So looking at my mat prices of Leylight and Arcana, based off the price of my silk and stonehide, my mat cost of Leylight is 42, call it 42 and a half. Let's change that to, actually that's being generated from my silk price. My silk price was 5? No, what's my silk price? My silk price is 4.94. 0.94. But then my stonehide leather price is even less than that. So let's say we call this 4.5. At 40. I think I might put these in manual, it'll be easier. Okay, so Leylight 42.6. So Leylight 42.6. And Arcana The price is 14.2. 14.2. So, with those, is 900 on yours, okay? Yeah, that's about the same sort of price I've normally been seeing them on my server. But we shall see. So looking at this, if I were to buy Chaos Crystals at 398, the rings are still showing a profit, except for versatility, which is minus 22. So it looks like these, looking at the prices of 3159, 27 and 3000, the rings have been reset to reflect the price, the new price of Chaos Crystals. So at 398 gold, we're still able to make the main 3 rings at a profit. Not so sure how much they go for on your server. Recommend crafting, selling the Lego leather boots and plate belt. Yes, that's a good point. My Demon Hunter does can do leather working, but it hasn't done any of the leveling, so it would be probably a lot more time. I do have Slumber and the Night's Dichotomy on my main Samadan as a tailor, but I haven't done any mythics. I've done 1 mythic in my entire time in WoW, so I'm a bit rusty in doing dungeons. But yeah, they are good sort of like weekly sellers, aren't they? Just one of those things that I haven't gotten around to yet. Looking at cloaks, because they use 8 Chaos Crystals, but they are still, even at 398, coming in with some profits. Intellect's not so great at 470, that's touch and go, but agility and strength are worth doing. Wait, Chaos Crystals are 398 on your server? Yes, it's huge at the moment. They're not normally this expensive. Normally I've been going for around the 200 to 250 mark, but the supply has been really low and the demand has been really high, and so the prices have just skyrocketed. So I'm trying to see which enchants I can still, whether it's worth me even buying them at 398, and then I can work out my profits from this. Just do the base Mythic 0, those are easy peasy, trust you, and you'll get anywhere from 4 to 8 bloods. That's true. Which I'll always need, yes. Good evening, Sephorium. Yes, it is insane. Okay, thanks, Solitary Man. Those are that's given me encouragement to do more mythics. I might start on them soon. Necks aren't looking profitable at all because they take 12 Chaos Crystals. So I can't offset it with cheap ley lights. So I think the necks are going to be out of my market. Unless it's something like the Hidden Satyr or the Distant Army. And these are at rank 2, mind. I haven't got the rank 3s on these yet because I haven't been lucky with the Emerald Nightmare drops. So it's looking like, according to my database, that even at 398 I should be able to make some profit on my Chaos Crystals. Okay. Which that makes the decision for me. I'm going to buy some of these even at 398. I mean, obviously that's down here, this stack of 200. There's actually some here that are a lot less than that. So my average price is going to be much better. So let's start with that one of 10. I'm going to leave that one of 3 to try and encourage prices down. Actually, no, I'll do this one instead. I'm going to leave one of those on. I'm going to take that one. Should have enough capital for this. Lessons learned. Yes, exactly, Sephorium. Don't run out of Chaos Crystals. That's the #1 lesson for December. 3 of 3. I'm going to take those. Another idea is maybe to try out is the portable yak wash toy from Pandaria. And buy for 500 badges starting next week. And those go for 10 to 50k. That's a good one. Hey Severi, hey Asakura, thanks for stopping by. We're getting quite a few tips here from Solitary Man, and we were discussing with Drop Pencil earlier about the price of tokens going up, which is quite worrying. Right, I'm going to take a couple of these 314s, I think, because we don't need all these ones on, because someone's just going to scoop them up anyway. I might as well pick a couple and get my averages down. So I'll take that one, and then I'm going to bite the bullet, and I'm going to take that one stack of 200, I think, at 398. Actually no, I'll get the 3 of 10 and the 3 of 5 first. That's at least cheaper. And okay, I'm gonna take the 4 and the 5, because that'll be another 9 anyway. I'm just kind of holding off on that stack of 200. Let's leave that stack of 200 for now. See what I've got and what I can make with that. That's a profit. So obviously my Chaos Crystal average mat cost is 318. Once I collect all these from the mail, that's going to change from 318 to, what's it going to average out at the end with my smart averages? 345. You started to regret going for rank 3 enchanting recipes. You did Emerald Nightmare for 4 weeks on LFR, normal, heroic and mythic, and only got the Xavius recipe. Well, hey, you got the Xavius recipe, so that's a good start, Severi. I haven't even gotten that one yet, because I've only been doing it LFR and only occasionally. So yeah, that's I feel your pain on that one. The Emerald Nightmare just seems to take quite a while. Okay, so we've got an average price of 345 now for Chaos Crystals, but we only have 94 of them. Welcome back, Grace. I'm glad you made it back home safely. Right. Okay, we're going to have to go for, I think, those 398s. I'm going to take the stack of 200. I'm going to bite the bullet. Can I even afford it? Yes, I can. 79,000 gold. Okay, so expensive they are, yes. Average is now 381, so that's pretty pricey. So we're only going to make stuff that's going to be profitable. So let's clear the queue. Hit clear queue. I know we've already done this. Q-U-E-E. Hot clear queue. Hit clear queue. There we go. Wouldn't bother much, to be honest. Not worth the time for 2 lay shards. Yes, I'm still getting decent profits with the rank 2, so I haven't been too concerned. I'll do it every now and again, and you never know, I might get lucky. Okay, so looking at Enchanting. Let's look at our groups. Actually, no, let's look at where our profits are, see if they meet. How long will I be streaming for today? Probably, I would say, I doubt I'd be go more than an hour from now, I think, RK. because then I'll get to sort of like 1 o'clock my time, which 1 in the morning, which will probably be burning the candle at both ends. But I'll see how I get on. Up to, say, between half an hour and an hour, I reckon I'll be on for. Let's see how we get on with all our bits first. So critical strike, haste and mastery are still showing profits, which matches our spreadsheet. Probably got little variations in there, depending on what I've calculated things out at. It's actually slightly less. Critical strike I've got at 761 and haste at 563, so there's a slight discrepancy in there in terms of the prices. Nice UK lad here. It's turning into a night stream. Okay, that's brilliant. It's kind of like a nice evening chill stream, hopefully. Also been making a killing selling the jewel crafting crowns as well. Okay, that's another one. Yep, jewel crafting's on the list, definitely. Solitary man. I would like to I'd like to do all the professions really. Once we get thank you Jalenton for the follow. I think I've got your name right. Converted 20k nether shards into chaos crystals earlier. Ah, brilliant, Sephorim. I just picked up the 7,500 order hall quest, but that's going to be still another 5 days before that comes through. Close that down. There we go. Jalenton 29. Thank you for the follow. Okay. So why would the difference be a few hundred between TSM and my database? Now I do take into account the auction house cut in my database, because my formula takes off the cut of percentage. I just get turned off having crafting possessions on alts because of the exalted reps to get the recipes. Yes, that is a problem, isn't it? Blood value? It could be, but I'm just looking at the rings at the moment. I'm just going with the rings here. So, Chaos 398 we had the price at. We're not at 398, are we? Because we got our averages down. We are actually at 381. So I changed that to 381. And there we go, that's a bit better. 829, 631 and 980. And then I also take into account the auction house cut, which I don't think this does. So that's enough of a ballpark for me to be happy with these figures. Okay, so cloaks, necks, rings, add to queue. Okay, so we're still gonna make a profit on these. Hidden Satyr, Critical Strike, Haste, Mastery, Agility and Claw. And we're coming in with a 20,000 profit for all of those. So we can still make profits at chaos prices as they are. That's why you put alchemy on your alts too. On your alts, yes. Right, okay, let's make these. I think we're going to need some enchants going on, definitely. Especially these, which have actually run out completely. You don't do Legion stuff. Mainly cooldowns and Bar of the Sands stuff, isn't it? Let's get these going. And what am I missing now? Mainly Arcana. Okay. Let's do a load of lay shatters and we can get those going. And then we can craft a few more. How much do we need? 95, 98. Looking for a second profession on your main to go with enchanting. I feel like having mining on your main is a waste. Something it's probably something I would think you could easily do on an alt mining. Yeah, Sephorium's got it with the three. I think those three main ones: jewel crafting, tailoring, or leatherworking. To be honest, with my tailoring does go well for the bracer shuffle, but like I've got leatherworking on my demon hunter, I could just as easily do the bracers on another character and then send them to my enchanter. So I would possibly recommend jewel crafting first out of those three. Tailoring and leatherworking still do work well. I mean, I've got tailoring myself, so you can't knock it. But I think if you're just going to use tailoring for tempted, but all the remaining chaos crystals, and hopefully people start posting it. Tempted to buy all the remaining chaos crystals. Hopefully people start posting at a lower price. You never know, Siri. Or people will start just hiking the prices up. It's an interesting one. The market will either go up or down. I was thinking jewel crafting, leatherworking, tailoring on your other 110 for the bracer shuffle. Yeah, I reckon so. I mean, the leatherworking bracer is really easy to get. I got it so easily on my demon hunter. I only had to do one dungeon for that. I don't know enough about jewel crafting though. It's not one I've done. I'll have to take some other advice on that one. Right, still need more arcana. Make another load. Be an interesting experiment, Severi, to see what would happen to chaos prices. I imagine with such low supply at the moment, I think people just set their own prices for chaos crystals. The only thing you could possibly do is put them all on, put like a stack of 200 or 400 of one at the price you want them to sell at, and like push the price right down. Obviously you'd lose money doing that, so I wouldn't recommend it. Ah, the new raid wing opened today. Yes, it did, didn't it? Right, we really need to get these enchants on then, don't we? Right, 2 more rings. I really should have used gathering to tell me how many arcana I needed. I just watch the ring enchants. Once they get to 2, then I'll stop the lay shatter. That should be easy enough, I think. So yes, not many people bother to enchant flask buff their gear on LFR though. Yeah, I guess not. I certainly don't. As a atypical LFR player, I certainly don't bother with flasks or. I do bother with enchants, simply because I can make them. So I don't know. No, not shopping, auctioning. Let's run a post scan. Right, let's get these other enchants on, so we can at least have the profitable market covered. And then we need to look at that cooking quest that I've still got outstanding. I need to get some bear meat, I think it was I needed. Might be able to pick some up at the auction house. Right, oops, that's Alt, I mean Control. There we go. Everything on. There we go. So that's at least the enchants on. Let's just double check, make sure that we are undercut. We haven't been undercut. Professions, enchanting, cloaks, necks, and rings. Run a cancel scan. You sent me 4 stacks of cloth that's been collecting dust in the bank. Oh, thank you, Severi. That's very kind of you. It's just a couple. Some not not worth cancelling, unfortunately. But some we need to at least take off and put back on at a proper price. There you go, put those off. And do a post scan. There we are. Okay, so that's enchanting sorted. We did have our quest that needs dealing with, which was mustard dogs in Old Dalaran, and we needed to make wild mustard rhino dogs. We needed to make rhino dogs. Fashions, rhino dogs. There's 4 of those, I believe, which means we need rhino meat. See if there's any on the auction house. I think I did a search for this earlier. Yeah, oh, there's a couple. Well, since you're a new to my streams, I was asked, what made you decide to get into gold making? Well, okay, let's see. So, I started in Legion, and I was enjoying playing it casually, and I was enjoying the storyline. I got to 110, and then I got to do flying, and that was a real achievement for me to get flying. And then I thought, right, okay, what can I do next? And the main thing that I wanted to do was earn enough gold to buy WoW tokens in order to pay for my subscription. So that's where it started. That was back in August. I started doing research and working out what to do. And I stumbled across Breg Vid's YouTube videos, and he was doing the gold cap challenge on a US server, trying to get to gold cap with a character on a fresh server. And there was loads of ideas there as to how to make gold, and so I kind of digested those and then started doing my own research, and then really went from there. And then I found, I had Enchanting anyway, and it was such a good moneymaker. It's been my core thing ever since. And my goals have been to kind of increase my subscription time by chunks. And so the first goal was to get 1 month subscription, then it was to get 3 months subscription, and I've literally just paid for 6 months subscription just purely out of gold that I've earned. So that's my motivation for gold making, is to pay for subscription and then to pay for Battle.net balance so that I can then buy like the expansion or buy pets and things. So this is just the beginning, but that was the main reason really for gold making. It was the next logical step after flying, was to go and pay for sub time basically. Yeah, we got a sale. Breg Vids on YouTube. I'll type it in here. If you do search for Breg Vids, his YouTube channel Yeah, it should be fairly easy to search up from that. But he basically, he does quite a few sort of like gold videos. Is it cheaper to buy a sub from the store rather than redeeming the token? It is once you've got more than one, because in the same way as it's cheaper to pay for like 3 months of sub with real money, out or 6 months, it's the same with Blizzard balance. So what I've done is, rather than use the token to cash in 1 month, I put it on as Blizzard balance, and so for 6 months, rather than costing £60, costs £52. So you save yourself £8, which you can then put towards your next sub. So yeah, it's cheaper to do it that way if you can get enough balance in one go. Right, I need to cook this. Let's go to Nomi actually. We'll go to Dalaran. We'll go to Nomi and then we'll use the fire there. We'll make our thing for Old Dalaran and then we'll have that quest done. I think that's probably the best order to do these things, and then I can go back and restock my cooking. I think I'll do it in that way round. Yeah, it's any way to save money really, isn't it? Thank you, Solitary Man. Yeah, it's been certainly an adventure and fun. That's the main thing. It's been loads of fun learning about it, and everyone in the gold making community is really helpful. So you know, plenty of advice to be had. Well, we're almost at 10 for the recipe scraps. What work orders shall we do next? Let's do... I could really do with probably either that or that. As I've got more salmon, I'm going to do salmon. I'm going to borrow this fire for a minute and make me rhino dogs. There we go. And then we can do that quest to make the mustard dog basket, which we now need to go to Old Dalaran. Should we do this now? Yes, let's do this now. We can go back and do the world quest if there's any up. So outside of making enough gold, what would be my next goals to achieve? Now, thinking about it, I would like to... I think I definitely want to finish these quest logs, because I've got outstanding storyline to do. So I'd like to actually finish playing the game, if that makes sense, like go through the main quest. Do some LFRs, things like that. And then I'd also like to have, certainly by the end of this expansion, is to have every profession, because then my options are wide open. And I'd also like to be able to collect all the a lot of the older professions, like all the Pandaria. That's another thing actually, Pandaria, is to go back and do that, because I haven't. Am I in the right direction? No, I'm not. I need to go this way. I haven't done that either. No, that's the one I wanted. It's the last one. Oh, actually, no, we don't need to hand this in here. We need to follow the quest line, which is over here. There we go. So there's quite a load of things I'd like to do, really. There we are. I think having all the professions would be really nice. Mustard dogs. There you go. Our daily bread. And we get another Epicurean's Award. So we're up to 42. So we're almost halfway to getting our chef's hat. That's a good goal to have, and see all the content as well. As become a collector of all the recipes. Yes. Now I just need all the time to be able to do all of that, because I think that's going to take quite a while. Okay, so we're done with that cooking quest. I think we need to head... Let's do garrisons next, and we can pick up our... Hoping to save up for game time and VFA 2. Hope the prices don't go too crazy when pre-orders are live. I am expecting them to go crazy, to be honest, RK. I mean, they've already just gone up loads from the Christmas sale being announced. I think when the pre-orders get announced, the tokens are going to go up hugely. So I'm going to try and buy tokens every time, like Drop Pencil said earlier. Every time you can buy a token and still have something like 200k capital left spare after buying the token. Just buy the token and buy the token, and see how many you can get between now and whenever that's going to be. So that's my next steps anyway now. What we could do with one of those. It's only 80% though. Anything at 100, oh that's a load of experience. Stick that one on. Anything else worth doing? Some resources. 38. It costs 38 to do though. No it doesn't. There we go. What's that? Let's do that as well. There we go. Might as well just throw those in there. I'm not fully doing garrisons, I'm just kind of tinkering with them. And we have Muradin today. Okay. And what have we got in our cache? 149 resources. Looks like you have a month to try and get 1 million gold. That's doable, I reckon. Break it down to how much you need. He's been there for 3 days. Trader is ore. Ooh, sumptuous fur is 16 garrison resources. We should buy this now, shouldn't we? At 16. What do you reckon, Sephorium, or anyone else? Should I buy this sumptuous fur now that it's at 16? I've got 827 left with a MAC cost of 199. Yep, okay. I'm buying it. Oh, I'm gonna have to confirm every time, am I? Can I do it in chunks? 10? Oh, no. Yes. Easy farm with a monk if I have one. Yes, I don't have a monk. And Grace has mentioned about that with the fur as well. Yes, the furs for the bags. Use TSM vendoring. You know, I've never used TSM vendoring. Oh, look at that. That looks quite nice. Sumptuous fur. Oh yeah, look, it's just going down without the confirm. How much should I buy? I've got 2,000 resources. I'm gonna buy a load. We're missing Oreo and Cookie from the backdrop tonight. We are actually. Oreo's over there on a different fleecy blanket. And I think Cookie's... I don't think he's joined us tonight. You can shift click also. Oh, brilliant. Ah, there we go. What should we get? 10? Max. So let's go all in. stack. Don't have enough. That's why I was going for max. What's max? Max is 0 apparently. That's not really helpful, TSM. Okay, let's just do it in blocks. Let's do 50. There we go. And let's do 20. And another 20. Okay, I'll save some garrison. Oh no, I won't. Let's do them all. Always get more garrison resources. There we go. We bought them all. Excellent. So we're 998 sumptuous fur now. Cool. Which NPC am I looking for? I am looking for Dorothy 2, who has not turned up. I don't know where she's gone, what she's doing, but I need her to turn up so that I can buy primal weaving to be able to turn my primal spirits into hexweave. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to click you. Pick up our fly traps. I still haven't done that shopping list for Draenor herbs and ore. I need to do that as well. You need her too, Admiral Kiki. Yes, it's been a long wait. Reminds me of my wait for the Silkweave Bracers World Quest to turn up. God, that took ages. Eventually got it though. Before that I was making Leylight out of Spolders, which was not efficient, let me tell you. Okay, that's those done. Let's pick up the work orders and restart those. There we go, just tick that over. And then on to our not herbs, hexweave. Pick those up. Another 20 odd. And work orders, make some more please. With our fresh sumptuous fur. And then we can head on up to Winter's Vale and pick up that's interesting, her quests aren't blue anymore. Weren't they blue before? And we're going to use our portal, which we now have working, which is awesome. And then hop on my horsey. Oh look, someone's got a little galleon. Right, I'm going horsey way. Where's my quest? I'm sure I picked them up. Oh, I just actually handed them in. Did I never do them? Oh, well that sucks. I must have never handed them in. So now that's why it was not blue. Ooh. Whoops. Let's just head back a minute. I think we made an error. We didn't hand them in. Must have been last night. Probably sleep-addled, I wonder. Does that mean I can't do them now? I've just handed them in. Sure I did them though. Was it just because I did them on my troll? Okay, well let's pick up a savage gift then. Did we get it? Yeah. In the opposite of level 3 recipe on Legion, you can watch the calendar for traders when the fur trader is up and just ask in trade chat or on Goblin Discord, and you can visit someone who has him in the garrison and use them. Ah, yes, that's a good point, Admiral Kiki. I hadn't really bothered with that, but that is a good tactic. Yeah, if you really need them. I'm kind of happy at the moment just to let it tick over because I'm sure she'll turn up at some point. But Gun will tell you on his Discord how to group up. Yes, I'm sure Gumdrops would be able to help out, wouldn't he? Oh, we can rush order some hexweave. Thought I had those. Go pick those up, and then we can open our savage gift. There you go. Another, what's that? 60 hexweave. Be able to make a bag out of that lot. Well, let's open the savage gift. What do we get? 300 garrison resources. We could go buy some more. Oh no, not you. Where are you? Oh, you're over there. Work order. Create another load. And with our new set of garrison resources, I'm going to go pick up some more fur. Use the vendoring. What did we want? Sumptuous fur. 20. Not enough, that's too much. We needed more. We need 18. There we go. Ooh, one more. 0 exactly. Okay, so Wintervale was actually short-lived because we already had some outstanding quests for that. So let's head back to the auction house. Checking now on all your ally art. Oh, thank you, Severi. Going to have a look and see. Let's see, is there anything to sell? Nope. Okay. Have we been... Well, there's none of my fellow enchanters on, but that doesn't mean I haven't been undercut in the time we've been away. So let's have a look at... no, not shopping. Oh, we haven't done a full shopping scan, actually. I haven't checked to see if there's any good... silk. Cancel scan on the enchants. Ooh. Look at all that that's below min price. That's painful. But not surprising. Thinking once allied races come out and people start leveling them for the achieves and heritage armor, bags will sell at a new premium. I imagine so, because people always need bags. In fact, I need to make one because I've probably got enough hexweave now. Tailoring, bags and pretty clothes. We need quite a few shirts actually, and we need a hexweave bag. Let's make the bag, and let's do gathering for all our hexweave. Saving all your bags for then. I used it for him. People are going to run out of supply. Yes. Does anyone know when 735 is supposed to drop? I'm wondering. Let's gather those. February rumours. Okay. I guess that would kind of make sense. Or we need some woolen cloth and mage weave. Actually, we still need. Yeah, we need to go back to the guild bank. Up the mats for those. There we go. So we need to craft woolen cloth and mage weave, and we need to pick up some grey dye. So you have the most farming out in Pandaria. It's still there and it still works. Okay. I haven't done the Mote of Harmony yet because I want to go over to Pandaria later. Then they follow a pattern 77 days between each patch. Don't know, okay, I haven't really sort of analysed it. Wonder if the Mage Tower is going away for 735. Don't know. That's because you can do all the challenges there, isn't it? With the Mage Tower. Would there be a reason why they'd get rid of it though? I've not really done it myself. We need grey dye. But yeah, it could be interesting. I'm quite looking forward to 735 coming out. It's going away before the next expansion, we just don't know when. Ah, okay. What did we want? Grey dye. Let's pick up 200 of it, so we've got some. Okay, and intermediate crafts, bolt of woolen cloth. Let's have a look at our bolts. Bolt of woolen cloth. There we go. How many can we make? Craft all. Can't wait to go for Lawmaster with the new scaling. Yeah, I think that should be definitely more fun, shouldn't it? Is this crafting? No, it's not. How many can we make? Add to queue. That's all we can make. Is it? Oops, just took one off by mistake. Let's put that back on, pretty close to sell, add to queue. There we go. And professions. Bolt. Mage weave. Can we make any mage weave? No. Are we supposed to be able to visit the guild vault for some more? Ah, thank you, Emery, for the host. That's very kind of you. Right, okay. Might as well just pick up all I have. Thought I'd used up all my woolen cloth, but maybe I haven't. We need the mage weave. Mage weave is expensive at the moment. Let's check my tailoring. I do have some woolen cloth actually. Do I have any mage weave? Doesn't look like it. Whoops, that's my database. Let's close that down now and save that. And let's go to our tailoring and do bolt and woolen cloth. Add to queue. How many do we need? I'd like to just craft all. Let's just click that, see what it does. It's only doing one. Okay. Let's make what we can. We need 3 more bolts of mage weave. Can we actually make any mage weave? Mage weave cloth, I have 1 in my bags. Okay. Bolt of mage weave, I have 3 in my bags. Okay. Mage weave is 20 silver on your server. Use it for bum fodder. Mine's gone blank. Anyone remind me of how I can set a custom price for Blood of Sargeras and Primal Sargerite? For the Blood of Sargeras you need to copy one of the strings that use all the different item things. I believe... Where was the one? We got one from Shara, didn't we, Sephorium? I can't remember where it was. But you need to basically go into your... Oh, it's going to be different here, isn't it? It's not in Ledger. Groups, operations, import, export, settings. It's not in any of these. I think Shara's paste bin. Yes. If you can, Admiral Kiki, if you know where it is, that'd be much appreciated. I remember using it somewhere. Ah, there we go. Brilliant. Thank you both of you. So that paste bin had all the items that you need to get the blood price correct, I believe. I can't remember where it was in my TSM3. I think it's changed. Don't think it's in gathering. It's in some weird tab that can't remember where it is. It'd be useful if I could find it though. Right. Let's look at groups. No. Operations. No. Ledger. No. In items. In crafting. In items. Yeah, there we go. Renzik the Shiv on all. Oh, thanks for checking anyway, Severi. Crafting. I remember seeing it, and then it wasn't in an obvious place for me. I'm going blind. Group operations. Operations. It's not in my crafting ones. 20 minutes of farming motes, so how many? 68. So almost 7 motes. That's pretty good going. Custom price sources. No, it's not that. Crafting. No. I'm going blind as to where it is. Items. No. Don't think it's in the main TSM. So let's look at our enchanting. Crafting. Sessions, groups, crafting reports, materials, there we go. It doesn't work with my brain. My brain doesn't instinctively know where to go for it. So, blood of Sargeras. There we go. There's me using the string here. That's the one I'm using. We got there in the end. Oh, it's so confusing sometimes. I don't think it's as intuitive. Because you have to go into crafting reports and then it's material. It's not really a report as I would think of it. In fact, I would want it in crafting or a separate section, another one here, not crafting reports, but one that says materials. I would probably split that because it's not a report, it's something different. Crafting crafts and you click on the blood to set a price, i.e. 100 gold. Yep, exactly. Or if you get a bit more sort of fancy, you can do it based off of the different item values that you could turn bloods into, and that gives you a more sort of like interesting value. I mean, when I started I just put bloods in at 1 because I didn't know what else to do with them, so I just left it at 1 gold. But obviously that's probably not the wisest thing to do. Right, we're in the middle of doing some shirts, so let's finish these off. We need some mage weave. Shopping. Mage weave. This is going to bring a few things. Bolt of mage weaves. Actually, the prices aren't too bad, actually. I'll take the regular mage weave. Let's get a few of these at 34 silver. Might as well stock up. I'm going to take all of them. Sure, we just bought that. There we go. Right, okay. Let's pick up all of that mage weave. And then we can make some bolts of mage weave. There, professions. Bolt. Bolt of mage weave. And we need 5. Add to queue. There we go. Right. TSM4 is the beta is out. If you've signed up for it, it will come out. You'll be in the queue, or you can buy the premium version of TSM, and then you'll get onto the beta automatically. But it's not actually been fully released; it's still very much in beta. Thanks for stopping by, Michael Hearn. Excellent, glad you got it, Beastie. Right, tuxedo shirt. Use the 3 times ley-like shard ratio, about 250 gold. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good ballpark. What was Blood's coming at on using my string? Oh, we're in the wrong profession. Crafting. We switch to enchanting. Ooh, we broke it. Switched professions. Then clicked crafting reports. There we go. So as you can see, we're very much still in beta with TSM4. I say we as if I'm involved in it. I'm not involved in it at all, I'm just testing it. Going off now. Night RK, thanks for stopping by, thanks for the chats. Oh, it's actually quite late already, isn't it? I'm going to have to probably wrap it up myself soon. There we was, gassing away. Right, okay. So we were doing tailoring. Crafting. We need to make, well, we need some more bolts of mage weave for these two. Oh, we got everything. Bolt. Bolt of mage weave. How many do we need? 4, 8. Add to queue. Make those. Yes, I was. Oh, excuse me, sneezing. We were looking at the Bloods prices, weren't we? I think mine comes in around 250, 350 using the string. So I think that's a pretty good ballpark to use 350. Right, let's make these shirts. We haven't done cooking yet. That's the only other thing left, and we haven't done an overall shopping scan to see if there's any bargains out there. So let's get these on first. Let's auctioning. We can just deselect. Actually, let's select all groups. Turn off the base group and run a post scan. See what we've got in our bags that needs to go on. So it'll be the Hexweave bag and all those shirts we just made. And then we can go have a look at our shopping. Hexweave bag at 1992. Kind of the normal price. And the other shirts coming in. It's not massive profits, to be honest, with the shirts, but they do seem to be selling consistently. And they're quite good fun to do. So shopping, let's deselect all. We're going to look at the good stuff and run a shopping scan. See if you've got anything worth doing. Some chaos crystals at 310 might be worth picking up. Nothing else. Silk's at 765 there currently. That's huge. Chilled meat's cheap. Okay, so chilled meat is... how much have I got? I've got 48. And I bought it for 57 silver. So probably not worth buying any more chilled meat for now. I've got 48 of them, that should keep me going. Fell cloth I've been buying for 20, so 50 is still not cheap. Same with sorcerer's earth. Right, let's look at chaos crystals. Oh, that's all that's left. Right, okay, so these 2 of 1 have just come on, so I'm going to take those. Yeah, let's take both of them. And actually, as I'm going to be finishing up for the night, I'm going to take one of those 313s and leave the rest. I don't think that's everything in my list, but could be that there's no wild jade. Stonehide leather's up at 989 now, and silk's at 765, so there's no shuffles to be had. I have to wait for prices to drop back down on those. They do fluctuate quite a lot though. Let's have a look at cooking ingredients, see if there's any bargains to be had there. Lean shank, I think I've got loads of those. 425. Storm ray might be quite good at 9 gold. Yeah, I'll take some of those. Yeah, could use some storm ray. At 9 gold, definitely. Rather than 15 gold. Wait for the scan to finish. There we go. Right, okay, we're gonna buy the 60 and buy that. Do we want the 200? Yeah, let's buy them. Gonna be useful to have. Oops, got a click happy. I think I just bought one at the wrong price. Whoops. Dreamleaf at 12. Purchased normally at 15. Take the 126. And I'll take the 23 and 37. That'll get my average down. Bacon's at 99. Normally I buy that at 104. How much have I got? 342. I think that's worth getting. There's a stack of 10, there's 109 of 3 there. The chilled meat is used on the old Tailoring and Cooking quests quite often. So I use that. I bought a stock of it rather than farming for it. I'm using that to get my Epicurean's awards for my chef's hat. Right, I think I might buy all this bacon. Because that's quite good. I was breaking the wall down, but actually let's just do half of it. We don't need to go crazy. We don't need that much bacon. Black Barracuda 19 is quite cheap. Let's buy some of that. Does look like there's some good stock of things. How much have I got actually? Well, I've probably got enough of that. Big gamey ribs I do need though. At 18 rather than 19, that's definitely good. Any decent sized chunks of it? No. Let's just scrape up all the bottom bits, I think. Take that, take the 17, and I'll leave that 1. And then the rest. Lay blood, have we got enough? Yeah, we've got enough of that for now. Fatty bear steaks, the other one. Oh, I've got loads of fatty bear steak, that's fine. First queenfish I quite like to get if I can. That's 298. Okay. At FL0M, not sure whether that was a mistype for Michael or not. Right, we're going to pick up all our mail, all our purchases, and then we're going to have a look at restocking some cooking. Oh, we've got 10 prepared ingredients there. Could use that. Reload, not reload. Yes, that's reload. Okay. So cooking's the last of our routines for tonight. Basically, we're just mainly spending a lot of our time restocking, enchanting and cooking, and doing the daily quests for Winter's Veil and the Chef's Hat. Seems to be what I'm spending a lot of my time at the moment doing. When I get bigger chunks of time, I'd like to be able to expand out a bit more than that. But for now, that's keeping my money flowing in, which is #1 priority at the moment. Right, okay. Hungry Magician, Delicacy Platter, and 5 Lavish Suramar Feasts, which is going to have quite a few. No cloth yet, Severi. I wonder if it's because I haven't added you on BattleNet, so it takes it doesn't go immediately, or if it's not your same character actually. It's your characters it goes through straight away. But no, it hasn't arrived yet. Yeah, I think it usually takes an hour to come through. This will be 5,000 profit for all of this, which isn't massive, but it's still 5,000. Can be a bit of a pain to do all the intermediate crafts. So let's click all of these and go visit our bank and the guild bank. Let's visit the guild bank. And there we go. Gather items. Got to pre-make the intermediaries in mass. Yes, I know it's probably a better option, isn't it, Sephorium? Oh, I've got some stone hide leather there. Probably send that to Earthen. Like make a few hundred. Yes, that's probably not a bad idea. I tend to make it as and when needed, which is probably less. Takes an hour if not on BattleNet. I'll have to sort that out, sir. I've got a note of it from your earlier message, so I'll add that on. Okay, so let's do our intermediate crafts of what we need. Crafting, professions. That's what we need. Frog bar style salmon. We need a couple of those. We need barbecue ribs. We need 3 of those. Suramar surf and turf. We need 2 of those. And koi. We need 3. There you go. Do those. Then we'll do fighter chow. That everything? Got a little laggy. There you go. Legion cook. Achievement learned. Awesome. We made it. Okay. And then fighter chow. Barbecue ribs. And Suramar surf and turf. Sure, I click that. And drop bar style salmon. We can do the hungry magister. And then the lavish Suramar feast. Actually, that wasn't too bad in the end. Now, obviously, with the chef's hat, that would be a lot quicker as well, wouldn't it? And if you got no lag, it'd be even quicker. So, can only get better, definitely. Right, okay. That's the cooking stuff made. Auctioning. Everything's selected. Run a post scan. Got any sales coming in? 3 at 6,000. And then the rest getting posted up now. Oh, it's gone a bit slow. There we go. Post those on. Excellent. Right. Okay, so today was mainly restocking. Hey Oni, thanks for stopping by. We are literally just finishing the stream, unfortunately, so you just missed me. I have to catch up on the VOD later. We'd literally just gone through. We've picked up our gold. We redid the enchanting. We worked out we're buying chaos crystals for the crazy price of 398 now, which is terrible, but we still can make a profit on a few of them, so we're doing that. We're doing, yeah, it's expensive, but our profit margins are still profit, so we're all right. We picked up some Wintervale stuff. It's a question of real supply and demand. WoW token prices have really gone up in the last sort of 5 hours. So if you can buy any, I'm not sure whether it's worth buying now or yesterday. It's probably even better. Night Beastie. Should we see if there's anyone on for hosting? Move this across. Who have we got? We do have It's Skits on. He's a lot more upbeat than I am, but if you guys would like me to host It's Skits, he's got a lot of sort of like a dancey background music, so it's not quite as chilled as this stream, but he does do gold making. Oh boy, is he. Yes, Grace. That's the polar opposite of styles, but it's still gold making nonetheless. Okay, we'll roll with it. We'll do a host of It's Skits, and obviously feel free to move on as you wish, but it's all under the gold making umbrella. But thank you everyone for your company tonight. Had a lovely time. I hope you all have a pleasant evening, and I shall see you again soon. Hopefully tomorrow. Depends on how tired I am tomorrow. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, thank you very much. I'll set up the host and we'll call it then. Host. Let me just actually bring up his channel first so that we don't jump in, just to give you a quick preview of the noises. I'll better mute it actually, because we get the adverts coming in. I'll wait for the advert to roll, and then I'll hop over. It looks like he's playing with his dog at the moment. Slash host. It's SKITZ. There we go. Right, okay. How's his stream looking? Right, he's back. Okay. Good night everyone, farewell, and I shall see you next time.